input coming in. A political storm has erupted after Rahul Gandhi named Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri during his speech in Lok Sabha. The remarks have now triggered sharp reactions from the ruling side, escalating tensions in Parliament. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri is all set to address the media shortly, where he is expected to respond to Rahul Gandhi's claims and also present his clarification. We have Pragya and Niyamika both joining us with more details. Let's first go across to Pragya. Pragya, Rahul Gandhi named Hardeep Singh Puri in the parliament. We're given to understand that the union minister is going to hold a press conference and come up with his rebuttal and clarification.
Absolutely, Swati, and this is why this press conference has been organized at BJP headquarters. And Mr. Hardeep Puri is going to rebut Mr. Rahul Gandhi's allegation. And in fact, the sense that we are getting is that these are wild allegations to which Hardeep Puri is going to respond. And this is going to be thorough political press conference and has no, bearing on his Ministry of Petroleum. Despite the fact that Rahul Gandhi also said that, we are given in the demands of the US by buying their oil and not of Russia's. So it is not going to be about the ministry, but this is a thoroughly political press conference that Mr. Hardeep Puri is going to address and in fact rebut all the claims and also speak on Rahul Gandhi's speech today. In fact, if you see all the ministers, the points of which ministry Mr. Rahul Gandhi had touched upon, be it data or be it US trade deal, both the minister have responded, and in fact they have claimed that the allegations that the statement made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi in the House are factually incorrect, and in fact these are very wild imagination that he has applied while delivering his speech, because we have strong data protection, we have strong US trade deal, and now Mr. Hardeep Puri is going to respond as well.
Right. Niyamika is also with us on the broadcast. Niyamika, although, when other speakers were talking about the budget, Rahul Gandhi didn't stay back. The moment Rahul Gandhi was done with his speech, he left. And there are attacks coming in from the ruling side saying, inko bhagne ki aadat ho gayi hai.
Well, yes, indeed, we have seen that how charges and counter charges were being made from both the sides. We have seen that how a strong attack has been done on the part of the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, upon the BJP government, and specifically if we talk about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the way in which he had stated that this entire trade deal between India and United States was being done by the Prime Minister only because there was a lot of pressure from the United States side, as in fact he has also gone on to say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been choked by the United States, as he has basically raised a question that how can they treat us like a servant. He had also mentioned that if instead of the BJP government, instead of the NDA government, if it was the India bloc parties who were having negotiations with the United States regarding this entire trade deal, then the first condition which they would have put forward was about the equality. He said that that our country India should be treated equally, not like a servant, as he has also questioned that how can the United States will give us direction that from where we need to do oil imports, from where and in fact he has also stated that the United States has also mentioned that it is going to monitor the oil imports for our country, and if we are going to buy oil
Niyamika and Pragya, stay on with us. Let's also take a look at the reactions coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party that continues to mount attack on Congress Party. BJP leaders say that Congress Party should actually be afraid of their chosen leader because he could destroy their remaining reputation.
राहुल गांधी जी ने बजट पे भाषण देते समय बिना तर्क, बिना कोई सबूत और बिना नोटिस दिए वो इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं। जब आप किसी के ऊपर आरोप लगाते हैं, वो भी बहुत सीरियस किस्म का आरोप लगाते हैं, तो उसके लिए आप पहले नोटिस मोशन देना होता है, और नहीं तो आपका जो एलिगेशन है, आपका जो आरोप है, उस पे जो कागज है या जो मटेरियल है उसमें ऑथेंटिकेशन करके आप प्रस्तावित करना होता है। तो हम अपने पार्टी की ओर से हम नोटिस सर्व करेंगे, स्पीकर साहब को हम नोटिस सर्व करेंगे और राहुल गांधी जी को उसका ऑथेंटिकेशन करना होगा। जो सारा उसका भाषण, वो जो जितना भी गलत बात बोला है सब हट जाएगा, और जो अनपार्लियामेंट्री वर्ड यूज़ किया है वो भी हट जाना चाहिए, और विशेष करके जो उन्होंने झूठ बोला है, गलत बातें एलिगेशन लगाया, वो सब हटना चाहिए। मुझे तो बहुत बड़ा उम्मीद नहीं राहुल गांधी जी सुधरेंगे कुछ अच्छा बात करेंगे, ऐसा बहुत ज़्यादा उम्मीद तो अभी नहीं है। लेकिन क्योंकि मैं पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर हूँ, वो नेता प्रतिपक्ष है, तो उम्मीद नहीं होते हुए भी हम आशा करते हैं कि कुछ सुधर जाए। तो आज भी सोचा कि कुछ अच्छा भाषण देंगे, सुधरा ही नहीं। आज तो पूरा हम लोग को बहुत नाखुश कर दिया उन्होंने। हम लोग ध्यान से हमारा 45 मिनट बर्बाद कर दिया।
राहुल गांधी जी नासमझ हैं, ये तो हमने पहले से ही देखा है उनके राजनीतिक सोच में और कार्य में। लेकिन इतने बेसमझ हैं कि कैसे भारत ने अपने हितों की रक्षा की, कैसे भारत ने अपने किसानों को सुरक्षित रखा, किस प्रकार से आज देश का हर नागरिक, हर किसान माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी पर विश्वास करता है कि वे कभी भी भारत के किसानों का नुकसान नहीं होने देंगे। ये बात राहुल गांधी जी को समझने के लिए शायद कठिनाई होती है। मैं स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूं कि भारत के प्रधानमंत्री माननीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी या वाणिज्य मंत्री के नाते मैं किसानों की सुरक्षा को पूर्णतः ध्यान में रखकर ही यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका के साथ बातचीत हुई, फैसले हुए, और ये भारत के सभी किसानों को मैं पूरी तरीके से आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि उनके हित सुरक्षित है, उनका जो उत्पाद है वो सुरक्षित है, और कभी भी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की सरकार किसानों के हितों के साथ कभी समझौता नहीं करेगी। भारत का किसान भी सुरक्षित है और भारत भी विकसित भारत के पाथ पर।
कांग्रेस पार्टी को डरना चाहिए कि उन्होंने जिस प्रकार के का नेतृत्व चुन लिया है, वो उनकी बची खुची सियासत और बची खुची इज्जत को मिट्टी में मिलाए। ये आपका अधिकार है, पर कम से कम संसद की मर्यादा, संविधान की गरिमा को मिट्टी में मिलाने का काम न करिए। और मैं यह भी याद दिलाना चाहता हूं कि सेना से जुड़े हुए संवेदनशील मामलों के ऊपर इनका चेहरा सारे देश को पता है। बाकी सारी बातें अलग। ये सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक पे डीजीएमओ का एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं मानते थे, बालाकोट में एयरफोर्स का के बयान को नहीं मानते थे, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में डायरेक्टर जनरल एयर ऑपरेशंस के बयान को नहीं मानते थे, भारत के सेना अध्यक्ष को सड़क छाप गुंडा कहते थे, और पाकिस्तानी सेना अध्यक्ष कमर बाजवा की कमर में हाथ डालकर झप्पी करते थे। और जनरल नरवणे के जनरल रहते हुए बयान के बारे में नहीं बोलते। और आपको याद हो, राहुल गांधी जी डोकलाम बोले थे और उन्होंने कहा था रिज के ऊपर टैंक आते दिख रहे थे। डोकलाम के समय जनरल नरवणे सेना अध्यक्ष नहीं थे, यानी वो बोलना चाह रहे थे गलवान और डोकलाम पे बोले जा रहे थे। यही होता है कि जो रिटर्न दे दिया जाता है उसमें बैठ के पढ़ने में यही समस्या होती है।
Pragya and Yamika continue to be with us. Pragya, response rebuttal there coming in. Kiran Rijiju says Rahul Gandhi wasted 45 minutes of our time.
Absolutely, and not just that, he also said that they are going to file privilege notice against Rahul Gandhi, as Rahul Gandhi took names of senior leaders and also made baseless allegation. He also said that that if you want to make any allegation, you also have to give that in advance notice and also substantiate it with the notice and motion as well. So if you do not do that, that would mean that this can be also expunged, and you need to prove and authenticate whatever you made while the allegation on the floor of the House. And Mr. Rijiju said that he has no hope whatsoever from Rahul Gandhi to improve, and in fact, he had wasted good 45 minutes of theirs. And in fact, the discussion was on budget, but he kept on, rambling about IT and also quoted example from that. So in a way, a sort of disappointment as far as Mr. Kiren Rijiju is concerned. He says that we wanted to hear suggestions from leader of opposition, but Rahul Gandhi has disappointed them. And he soon after he finished his speech, he left the house immediately.
Right.
Mr. Sanjay Jaiswal, who is the chief whip, in fact, had stood in the house saying that there is a rule that speaker cannot leave.
And that reminds us of what happened, Niyamika, when Rahul Gandhi was supposed to speak. They questioned, why is the finance minister not there? The leader of the opposition is going to speak, and the finance minister is not in the house, and they were told that the finance MOS is very much in the house. Rahul Gandhi can go ahead and make his speech. But Rahul Gandhi left right after his speech. He is now being reminded of the protocol of house.
Well, yes, indeed, we have seen that how in the very beginning of the address of Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the question which the opposition has raised that why Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was not being there, to which the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju has also clarified that in Rajya Sabha the debate was going on, and soon the Finance Minister will also come to the House. But the way in which Rahul Gandhi has left immediately after the conclusion of his speech raises a lot of questions from the BJP side. They have stated that as per the protocols, the Speaker cannot leave immediately after his address gets over. In fact, the BJP has also taken a jibe over Rahul Gandhi that he is basically trying to run away from the answers which will be given by the government side of all the questions, of all the allegations which he has labelled against the government.
All right. Niyamika and Pragya, please stay on with us. Let's play out more excerpts. In fact, Rahul Gandhi started his speech. He began with a long winding analogy on martial arts. He mentioned the movements of grip and choke and hold and tap out to surrender. Only later did one make sense that all these references were building up to the LOP's criticism of the trade deal. Sample what happened in Sansad during Rahul Gandhi's speech.
Some time back, Rijiju ji asked me, how do I keep fit? You recall that? And I mentioned to him that I do jiu-jitsu, I do martial arts. And lots of people now in India, youngsters do martial arts. MMA is becoming very popular. Judo is there, jiu-jitsu is there, many different types of martial arts. And जो martial art की जो foundation होती है स्पीकर सर, वो ग्रिप से शुरू होती है. तो शुरुआत ग्रिप से होती है सर, और लक्ष्य होता है कि ग्रिप के एकदम आने के बाद चोक में जाए, कि पहले ग्रिप ली, दूसरी ग्रिप ली और फिर एकदम चोक में जाए. चोक में गए और पकड़ लिया, और चोक का फोकस गला होता है. तो हम बजट की बात कर रहे हैं थोड़ा, तो सो फोकस बजट पे ही बात हो रही है. आ रहा हूं. जब आदमी के हाथ में चोक आ जाता है ग्रैपलिंग में, जो ओपोनेंट होता है उसकी आंख में दिख जाता है कि बात समझ आ जाती है कि अब मैंने इसको पकड़ लिया है. और होता क्या है सर, वो रेजिस्ट करता है, पहले 2-3 बार ऐसे रेजिस्ट करता है, और फिर उसको भी पता लग जाता है कि मैं गया, और फिर वो वहां पे बात खत्म हो जाती है, और फिर वो सरेंडर करके ऐसे टैप कर देता है सर.
With that, we're slipping into a very short break. There's a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.